Hi Sagittarius, this is Just with your July 1st, 2019 weekly reading. I hope you guys are having an enjoyable day so far. So Sagittarius, it looks like some of you, you may have unexpectedly got an offer with a job or a company that is unconventional. Your hours have changed. Some of you could have lost your job, but there's another one that should be on the way if you're diligently looking for a new job. If you have contacts, get in contact with them now. Reach out to people, especially if you have Scorpio in your chart. It looks very favorable, and some good news seems to be on foot as we get closer to the end of the week. So if it hasn't been a loss of a job, for some of you, you may have gotten an offer of a new job, and it looks to be, as I said, something that's different from what you've done before. The hours may have changed. The type of work you're doing is different. And it's kind of liberating to some extent. Your challenge, and this is past energy coming into this week, so last week. Your challenge is starting a new chapter in your life because you're not sure how it's all going to work out. You're not sure if taking this new direction in your life is going to pan out the way you want it to. You're not sure if you've made, if going in this new direction, or you may have already did this, like you've already chose this path and now you're second guessing it, or it may be a path that you're about to be on and you're not sure about it, okay? Or one that you're planning and you're not sure. Either way it goes, you're not sure, and you are challenged by the fact that you don't know if it's going to be a foolish decision on your part, or it has been a foolish decision on your part. Secretly, some of you are closing a cycle when it comes to matters of contractual partnerships or union. Something could be ending now, and you may be having to decide what new thing begins. I feel like you're happy overall because there's a lot of developments that's coming to you. Like things are happening. Your career may pick up at this time. Your business may shoot up at this time. You do have Cancer in your 8th house, and that does govern other people's money, the money that you receive from others. So you may see a spike in income and increase of business revenue because now not only is the sun there, the eclipse is there, as well as North Node is in your 8th house. At a lesser degree, if you don't have Sagittarius rising, if you're just a Sagittarius sun, then that's what I'm speaking to. Now, I feel that some of you Sag men may be making very clear-cut decisions and where you're going to go next. What are you going to do next? Okay. And I do see offers coming in, guys. It's funny because Sag women and men are taking on air energy. So you're not wroth in your emotions. You're making decisions very logically. You're very happy with the progress based upon the decisions that you're making. I feel like you have a group of people, family that's in a good place. You're good with your family. Check. Okay, they're good. Your social life, your friends, they're good. You go out with them. It's a healthy relationship. Check. That's fine. It's just this personal path that you're taking that you are wroth by. Okay. And it's a major decision. It's not something that is easily made because, where you're going is not just something superficial. It's kind of major here. I see that a decision is going to be made, or communication may come about, something that involves a new offer, and it starts a new beginning. Okay. It starts something completely new. It starts you on a new journey. Some of you are really focusing on something that you really love or something that you have an affinity for, and you may invest in that. So again, you may love doing crafts and you're like, I'm going to make this into a business, or, you love a particular place and it's like, I'm going to move there. I'm going to make a decision to eventually move there. As we get closer to the end of the week, I see family being very much a focus, children being a focus. There may be you having to address some issues, and it comes by way of messages that comes to you. Like you're on guard about something that may be potentially coming your way, okay? Or you have to address something. Like there's already a fire that is brewing, right? So there's this decision that you're kind of challenged with, or this direction of this path you've already taken that you may be challenged with. But it's like, that it's not over. There's something else that may be coming that you have to kind of like stay on top of your toes. So again, make sure that your suits and your business attire is ready, because you may have to respond rather quickly as you get into the end of this week, going into next week, based upon some communications that are coming to you. Excuse me. The advice here is for you to gleefully approach this new beginning. It does bring happiness. If you feel like, listen, I moved here, and since I moved here, it's been a challenge. You may have moved at the wrong time. You may have done something and changed your life and took a path earlier on that wasn't necessarily, it seemed like good at first. Or for some of you, it may have been challenging ever since. But it's just the growing pains that you're experiencing at this time. But it still says that there's a beginning, some new start of something that brings happiness and joy, and it once did. And if it doesn't anymore, then you've got to be able to move on from that. And I don't have the Five of Cups, but the cards together speak to not dwelling on something that perhaps you had high hopes for, and now you feel like, I'm not sure about, maybe this isn't the right road to take. Okay. If you feel like you have to disconnect and move on, then that's actually what should be done. And the benefit here for you guys is if you don't feel confident, if you don't feel sure, if you don't even feel like you're up to it, like you don't have the strength to keep fighting, the benefit is for you to just do that. Keep fighting, keep going, stay in the fight, because what you'll be able to manifest once Jupiter goes direct, because the Wheel of Fortune is here and it's upright. It's at the bottom of the deck. It's like, bar none, you'll be happy that you stayed the course. You'll be glad. You'll be proud of yourself. You'll just be happy. You'll be ecstatic. You'll be elated that you stayed the course, because you're going to get what you want. And it doesn't come without your effort. You can't sit down and it falls in your lap. It's not one of those things. It is your effort. Even when you're not up to snuff, even when you're second guessing yourself, even when you don't feel very confident about it, stay the course. Now, when it comes to matters of love, it looks like some of you have a new path to take, but you're not sure about this path because you feel like, what's out there for me, I don't need to, take any more chances when it comes to areas of love. Some of you, you're unable to move forward because you're really not sure. I feel like some of you are still holding on to a situation. Okay. Now, there could be someone who is fancying you, but I don't feel like you're interested in that person. You may be interested in someone else that isn't interested in you. For some of you, it's like a specific group of you. So you're interested in someone, but they're not interested in you. And there's someone that really can give you what you're wanting, but you're not interested in them. And so they're just going to take their ball and go home. They'll say, you know what, she's not ready, or he's not ready. I'll go and plant my seeds someplace else. I've done it before. I'll do it again. And they kind of leave their mark on you. Like, you'll always remember, oh, this person was always so sweet and nice to me. This person, would have made a great wife or a great companion, a great husband, that sort of thing. Now, did you just hear that? For some of you, those of you out there that can relate to that, say, yeah, that's right. That is true. You hear that, right? So you heard it. Is it making sense to you? Do you think that you may be part of the problem here? You do? Oh yeah. Okay. Because I see that for some of you, you've got to embrace this new journey in your life. And everything is a gamble. Everything in life is a gamble. Nothing's promised to anyone. So you've got to kind of detach and move on from a love that you've kind of still been holding and clinging on to. They may have been, excuse me, guys. There may have been an end to a situation. Someone didn't necessarily want to commit, and the situation could have ended. I see that some of you are secretly, I have to say, some of you are secretly ending a relationship. Maybe deciding to just be friends. It's like closure that you're going to get from another person. But the cycle with this person, this literal cycle, this is ending. Okay. I feel like a lot of you guys really want your happily ever after. You do. You don't know how you're going to get that happily ever after, but you know you want it. And I feel like some of you guys are casting your net wider than you have before. You may be considering people that you've not considered in the past. Okay. So there's something about, like, out of the blue, for some of you, you may be saying, you know what? I don't have to be married. I don't even have to live with my mate. You know, it can be unconventional as long as it's true, as long as it's real, as long as it has the right foundation. So again, casting your net wider. Love is very much on your mind, but that deep penetrating love, that love that, you know, lasts for a lifetime. And I feel that some of you may be anticipating and waiting to hear from someone. Okay. I feel that there's definitely someone that's kind of vying for your attention, but you're very cold. You're very cold. It literally is, I don't know what you would call this, because it literally is like what someone's doing to you, you're doing it to another person. I don't know what you call that, but that's what I'm seeing. What someone's doing to you, you're doing to another person. And it's not malice. It's just because you're being very clear with the person. You're not lying to them at all, but you're being very clear. Okay. Some of you are waiting for someone to send you a message. It's almost like, you know, I guess because maybe you guys have been listening to this type of stuff. So you're like, yeah, I know I'm going to hear from them. But you're waiting to hear from this person, and they're at this considering stage. They've been considering it all through Gemini season, considering what should they do? Should they call now? Should they reach out now? You know, what their next moves are. And I feel that deep down, you kind of want to reunite with this person. You want to get together with them. Okay. For all of you, it'll be different. For some of you, it doesn't have to be this, you know, this weird kind of trifecta effect with you and two other people. For some of you, it's just the one person and you're waiting to hear back from them, but you're not going to make a move unless they do. You're going to wait until you hear from this person. But deep down, some of you really want to kind of get together with this person and reunite and kind of have some fun. Some of you may have been holding off from someone for quite some time. Excuse me. That's been wanting to take you out, wanting to have a good time with you. And you have been still trying to consider whether or not you're going to take them up on their offer. Now, the benefit here for you when it comes to love, Sag, is if some of you have not had sex, you've not been intimate, right? And you're standing to it. Like, I don't give a damn. I don't care. I'm not having sex. I don't care. I don't care that my 8th house is lit up. Because when your 8th house is lit up, you kind of take on Pluto energy, that scorpionic energy, that insatiable need to want to have sex. You just want, it's like, no, I have to fulfill this. So some of you are standing the course and staying the course. Like, I don't give a damn. No, I'm not having sex. No, I don't care who comes back. I'm not having sex. No, I'm not doing it. That will be a great benefit, because see, here's the thing. You know, sex is energy like anything else. And sex takes a lot of energy from you. Not just sex, but, you know, the culmination, the what the hell? You know, the what am I trying to say? The Mercury retrograde, the climax, that takes a lot of your energy. Okay. And so when you sustain from that, you have an immense amount of energy. And if you're channeling it the right way, you can amass great progress in your life. Okay. You can manifest a lot of things when you're sustaining from physical intimacy with people, especially if it's superficial. If you're just doing it just to do it, you're just doing it to get off. If you're just doing it because you're still hung on someone. But if you're sustaining for that, that is going to strengthen your own dignity, self-worth, pride, integrity. And that's what you're working on, right? In the 2nd house. So, you know, good job and good on you guys who are sustaining. And the message is to keep doing it, because it's in your blessing and your benefit position. You will be able to manifest so much more out of your life sustaining from that. This message, that you're waiting for, it's coming. Okay, you could definitely be hearing from someone by week's end, if not next week. And I feel that for some of you, it is literally the beginning of something new. Okay, this message that comes through, it hasn't come yet, so I can't say, oh, well, it's this. It'll be different for all of you when the message comes, but there's a conclusion of one way of being with someone and a new beginning. It's something that starts new and starts fresh. It's kind of saying here for some of you, enjoy things while you have it. Enjoy it while it lasts. Right? So if you're going out and just having a good time with someone, and that's what they want to do, go out and have a good time with you, as long as it's coming from a very honest place, right? You don't feel like you're doing something wrong. Enjoy it while it lasts, because someone isn't going to be able to stay around you. So for those of you who are single, who are mingling, enjoy the time you're having with another person. Don't read too much into it. Just enjoy it, because it's not going to stay. Either you're going to leave or they're going to leave. Okay? If it's something just to have fun with, all right? Because someone is really setting themselves, for some of you who are single, you're going to meet someone, it may hit you like a ton of bricks. Bam. When you meet this person, it's like, bam, it hits you like a ton of bricks. Some of you are still sifting through and dealing with old love and old relationships and people coming back from the past. It looks like they'll be showing up this week. And it's a great opportunity for those of you who are dealing with past pain, past relationships, past, and being in review when it comes to love. It's going to be a great opportunity for you guys to literally pick your ball up and go and say, okay, now I'm able to, start anew. And this could have been where you had something long term with someone and you guys broke up, came back together. It literally did not last very long. And now you're able to move forward. You're not going to try to give this another try. You're going to set your sights in a different way. You're going to plant your seed in another direction. No pun intended, but you're going to plant a seed elsewhere. Pay attention to people's words. I feel a lot of truths are going to be coming out. Some things, I don't feel like you don't want to hear it. But someone needs to speak a truth to you. That's for sure. Somebody needs to speak their truth to you. It's like they need to do this. It's like they need to speak this truth to you. Yeah, someone may be speaking a truth to you that expresses that the cycle has ended, meaning whatever hold that the two of you had on one another, that's ending. The hold is not there, but the toxicity isn't there either. Okay. And I feel that some of you are going to be able to confront this person. For some of you Sag men, it's you reaching out to someone, because I get the male energy is the one that's reaching out. It's the one that wants to reach out. The female energy is not interested in really communicating. Life may be going well for her. There's some things that she already knows, and she knows what she knows. That means that she has to end things, and it's a very major decision and conclusion that she has to come to. So she doesn't necessarily need to hear from anyone to get closure. But this closure is not about you, Sag women. If you grant someone closure, it is only them that they're wanting the closure for. They need their own closure. Okay? For some of you, this person needs closure because they need to, it's like they're stagnant in their love life. They can't necessarily move on until they get this closure from you. Some of them, they are very guarded until they get some form of closure from you. Okay. So they're not able to, they're completely blocked from moving forward in their own life. And they've tried to come to their own conclusion and get an understanding for themselves. All this time you haven't been hearing from them, but they can't necessarily do it without facing you, without sending. So for some of you, it won't be a face-to-face. For some of you, it'll be a text message. It'll be a letter in the mail. It'll be, some type of message that comes by way of travel, right? And I feel like this person will be able to move on. once they communicate this to you. It will be with a heavy heart. They'll be able to move on. And it literally kind of puts a period on a situation between you and them. Because see, for some of you, you've been the one holding on secretly. And this person have been trying to physically move on. Both have been unsuccessful in doing so. Like, you've been just living your life, not kind of giving it much thought, but giving it a lot of energy. This person has been giving it a lot of thought, trying not to give it any energy, and neither person has been successful in it. So this person has been trying to move on, dealing with other people, or reconnecting with people that they know. None of it has culminated in a happily ever after, because there is still some residual energies that you both are stuck under. But that, with the eclipses, I would suspect, and that makes sense, right? If you have Cancer in the 9th house, Cancer speaks to that devil energy of that Pluto energy of that very control, dominating energy that someone has a control and a hold over you. So I feel that comes to an end with the eclipse, right? And it may come as some secrets that come out too, even though I don't necessarily I see secrets coming to an end, right? And there being some type of decision that's made based upon some secrets that perhaps are revealed, and that creates an ending to a situation. I have to tell you, Sag, I don't see you being, it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing, because you hear secrets, you hear, you hear secrets, you hear like it's going to equal to something bad. I feel like a lot of you, this will be your road to healing. This will be you not feeling like you have to kind of stay in it any longer. You're free to go, as they say. And you can really kind of begin the journey of healing, because now it's like, okay, you'll be moving forward. So there's something, like I said, is going to be happening that someone needs to. They need to get this off their chest. And again, this is coming strictly from the male energy. The female energy, she's good. She's not necessarily wanting to communicate with anything. Others of you, and this is happening whether you're single, whether you broke up with someone, whether you guys are still in a relationship. If you're still in a relationship with someone, there may be a decision of like, okay, are we getting married? Someone's really contemplating, are they ready to, to take this to the next level? And somebody is a little bit apprehensive because they don't want to make the wrong decision. Okay. But I feel you standing your ground gets you what you want. Some of you, the offer may, I just want to see. Some of you with this offer, yeah, I feel like with this offer, if there's a possible commitment to another person, this person may try to give you the runaround because they're really not ready to completely commit and take things to the next level. So they may give you the runaround. They're going to get caught. So there's nothing that they're going to tell you that is going to really work. For some of you, that you may be in a relationship with someone. Here. Yeah. So in the extended, we're going to look more into the situation between you and this other person. I feel for most of you, you're not in a relationship with this person. Some of you can be, obviously, like I said. But it looks like you guys aren't really talking right now because there's a major decision that needs to be dealt with. Either there's a third party and it's like, okay, what are we doing? Either it's me or it's her. What are you going to do? And I feel like the person is taking some time to kind of try to decide what they're going to do. You guys will be coming back together by week's end. And I feel that if you don't physically, like I said, come back together, there will be a message that's sent to you. So this person may take the cowardly way out and send you a message or talk to you over the phone, something where it's not intimate like that. And there will be a discussion that's had, or probably not a discussion, because I get that this person will just be sending the message, right? They'll be sending the message. Some of you, a person is coming back, they want to communicate to you, but you may not be ready to respond. You may not be ready to open up. You may not be ready to address them. But somebody is trying to reach out. And no, Sagittarius, if this is somebody from your past, a word to the wise, if this is somebody from your past and you've already reconciled things with yourself, like you've already settled it with yourself, you don't have to give someone closure. You don't have to participate in their resolve, right? So if you feel like if that's going to put you in a deficit, if that's going to make you feel some kind of way, then, try not to entertain someone from your past. But I feel like this person is going to try in any kind of way. Like if they have any ways to contact you, like they may not be able to physically get to you. And I don't even think this person kind of wants to physically get to you, but they want to communicate. It literally is something that is going to be by airway, mail, text message, that sort of thing. And they're going to find something to get to you. Okay. And for some of you, you may not even get the message. Mercury retrograde, you may not get it until later on, but the person sent it like months ago, weeks ago. They sent this message to you, right? And it is to get some form of closure. So in the extended, I'm going to be interested to see what's really going on with this person. How do they feel about you? What will they be coming towards you with, and what's going to happen overall between the two of you? How you're going to handle the situation, what your actions are, how will you respond to their actions toward you, and again, down the line, what's going to happen. So if you're interested in that, click that link below. Otherwise, I would love to hear from you, Sagittariuses, in the comment section below. If you would like something personal with me, I could be reached in the beginning and into this video. And if you are new to this channel, welcome and subscribe, because I will be back very soon with another one. Take care, Sagittarius.